Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again, and today I'm super uber mega excited to share this list with you guys because today I am gonna be sharing a list of new Netflix lesbian series that I would highly recommend you all to go ahead go watch before the year of 2025 is over. One thing I have to say is that Netflix have and did do an amazing job this year when it comes to lesbian content, and today I'm here to give you guys an update on everything that you guys can actually go ahead go watch on the platform. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and let's get right into it. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off with the beast in me. The plot follows Eggy. Eggy is actually grieving, the passing of her son, and she's actually a very well-known and a winning author who is struggling with writer's block. And yes, she is a lesbian, and her wife Shally is a painter who moved out after, their son passed away. So, they are going through a very complicated marriage or ex situation or ex marriage in this case. She finds an unlikely new subject when, the wealthy and formidable real estate mogul Neil moves in next door. And, in this case called Javives, was the prime suspect in the first wife's, disappearance. And Eggy, both, horrified and fascinated, begins to investigate him for a new book. The series actually has 8 episodes available, and let me tell you, it so far has been getting amazing feedback from the viewers, especially because the main character is a lesbian and she has an ex-wife that are going through a very complicated, situation, and now they are trying to navigate new realities. And then moving forward, we have the royals. Yes, Ginny is one of, the royal siblings, is exploring her orientation and her attraction towards women and grows close to Nikki, a co-worker of one of the main characters, in this case, Sophia, who is basically like one of the main leaders. And there is actually a significant plot and a significant secondary plot line within the show that narrative representing queer identities and self-discovery within an Indian royal family setting. The relationship faces challenges partly due to Ginny's, missteps and potential polyamorous tendencies, while that actually ends up being, a problem for Nikki for she because she doesn't share the same point of view as she does. This one is actually very good. It also has 8 episodes available, and they actually do have a happy ending. At the beginning, it was complicated because they was trying to manage work, they was trying to manage their differences, they were trying to manage, how to make the situation work because it's a feeling that they didn't thought they would feel for one another, but they closely got close to one another, and at the end of the day, they could figure out a way on how to put the differences aside and make their relationship work. So yes, this one actually do have, or in this case, does have a happy ending. Then moving forward, we have the lady's companion. The relationship between Esther and Josephina is a center and beloved plot, in the series. Josephina is employed as the Caribbean of the young ladies of the Mencia household. One of them is actually Esther. The series is set in the 19th century in Madrid, Spain. The strict social conventions of the theme basically means that their relationship must be kept a secret and faces significant challenges. The storyline explores the growing feelings within begins, knowing that you are attracted to somebody that you cannot be with, but you still find a way to be close to that person and protect that person, even if it has to be, in the dark, or in this case, in a secret, setting. But you can clearly see that the connection between the two is very real. I will be doing possibly a review on their storyline very soon. It had and has been on my, view list for quite a while. I haven't had the opportunity to actually go ahead, go watch it. But so far, of what I can see from the feedback from the viewers, they say that the chemistry between the two is super magical, and I'm 100 trillion% here for it. This one also has 8 episodes available to watch. And then moving forward, and I feel like this one 100 trillion% doesn't need no introduction. It is called The Hunting Wives. The plot follows an elimination mystery thriller. The developing romance and intimate relationship between Sophie and Margot is the main draw for many viewers. They are both main characters, are portrayed as queer relationships, and is portrayed by a toxic and manipulative, but also very intense, passionate, situation that they actually go through. Both of them are married, both of them have this firing, passionate, attraction towards one another, and they decide to explore it. But obviously, things doesn't seem the way it seems. Things doesn't seem as simple as it seems, since there is, a mystery that has been going on. This one got amazing reviews. Like I said, I do feel like it doesn't need no introduction. I feel like by the views it got, based on the first season, I can see there possibly being a second season, but only time will tell. I have done a review regarding it, and possibly, if it will be announced for another season, so I will be doing another one, because I definitely do feel like season one left, all viewers on a hook for a possible season two. So let's see if that's actually gonna happen. And yes, this one also in this case has 8 episodes to watch. And then moving forward, we have Waynard. The story is actually set in the early 2000s in a town called Vermont. Alex is a Detroit police officer that moves to a seemingly tall with, in this case, pregnant wife Laura. The queerness is a part of the character's identities, but not a central problem to be solved. The show explores themes of otherness and control through queerness. The show's significantly queer content has led the discussions on social media platforms and queer media, as a lot of people feel like the story is very good, but the people also want a little bit more when it comes to their storyline as well. But we also have to give things time. It's a new series. You have to let the series grow on you. But so far of what they could see when it comes to their relationship and their story is very different, compared to other, lesbian relationships that we normally get on TV. This one is kind of one that's like under the hoods, but it's truly, truly amazing, and I will highly recommend watching it, because it does explore, different, topics, different, things that, we don't, like I already said, that we don't normally see. And yes, highly recommended. And all this one also got amazing feedback from the viewers as well. And then moving forward, we have Survival of the Thickest. Season 2 features a prominent lesbian love story involving Marley, who is one of the main characters. During season 1, she begins her queer awakening. During season 2, she meets and begins a romance with New York City Council member named Delphine. Their plot explores the development of this relationship as Marley navigates this new chapter in her life and open to seeing what life has in store for her when it comes to this love story that she definitely thought she wouldn't embark on, because everything, in this case, everything happened so unexpectedly. Me personally, I would highly recommend it. I do feel like I've watched season one completely, completely, completely. And when I saw that season two, there is a lesbian storyline and a very prominent lesbian storyline, I was like, yes, I definitely have to check into it. Unfortunately, I haven't got the opportunity yet. But this one is another one is 100 trillion% on my watching list. I've been following these two, actresses for years, and I know how good they are when it comes to, just performing and, just being great actresses. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching this one as well and supporting and see what it has to offer. This one also has 8 episodes available. So if you guys have watched it, let me know your personal feedback on it, because like I already say and always say, it does matter. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you guys know any other new Netflix lesbian series, please drop them down below in the comments. That will be very, very helpful, so that we can keep this list updated. Hope you all have enjoyed this video. Until the next video, and goodbye.